Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the Gridiron Studios brush guard, the front loadout for the Vamp, and then we're also going to be putting on a minigun on top of it, so we can see how that fits and looks compared to the normal 50 cals. We've kind of gone back and forth with a few of them during these videos. God, there's a lot of crunchy in that, isn't there? We've gone back with the 50 cals, the different guns. These ones are actually made for it, so we're going to try it. Going to throw it on there, put the brush guard on there, and then I think we have like one more video where I should be getting the new loadout, the actual rifle case and different things like that. So anyway, we're going to take a look at that. See how it goes on so you know exactly how it goes on when you're trying to put yours on if you decide to go with it. We'll see how this thing looks fully suited up. I'm not gonna lie, it seems like a lot. It's not really my forte to have that much stuff on it, but hey, there are some people that want to see everything. But I've seen some awesome kit bashes of different 3D printers along with the Gridiron stuff, along with soft goods. Like, I've seen some really nice stuff. So it's up to you. You don't have to buy it all. You might just see one that just stands out and you're like, hey, this is the one I need, or I want these two, or I want these three. It's up to you. It is your toy. You don't have to have them all to enhance it. You could have just one, or hell, you don't even have to have any. You might just look at the Vamp and go, this is great the way that it is. But I'm going to show you what the brush guard looks like, so let's get into it. Before we do, you like this Gridiron type of content, I give you a lot of it. There's a lot of Gridiron stuff. Take a second, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I drop Gridiron for you. Now let's go take a look at this. Alright, so we got this stuff out. Let's see how it goes on now. Before I do start, I want to mention in the last video, I had put these lights upside down. Well, I should put them right side up. They're actually supposed to go upside down, so it hangs down here. It doesn't really obstruct their view because this bar here, the roll cage, is actually higher. So, but now we got that out of the way. Let's take a look at this and let's see how everything goes. Now, the one thing that I'm going to try and avoid doing, because I think it's going to be a pain, is they give you a black rope as black cable, better than the white, and then they give you a 3D printed hook, which is more weathered and everything. Now, my question is, does it fit through there? This is where you're supposed to push it through, and I'm wondering if they designed it so you have to take it off. So we'll find out. Well, it looks like we can push that through, so I'll push this through. If we decide to change it later, we can change it. It's not something I really want to do right now. So, all right, here's the grill guard. And once again, everything looks nice and weathered, just how you would think. Everything is uniform, so you have just this really nice round bar across the whole thing. So there's tubes there, but this definitely looks like it's been beat up. Again, these are all 3D printed and hand painted. So now, here we have the brush guard, right? And these things are just going to plug in right here. Now, they do seem a little loose. So I'm wondering if something needs to be connected. Because normally everything they have is, nice and tight and set up. So, but here we go. You can see, again, all that is beat up. This is what's going to protect your lights. We have the machine gun for clutch or whoever the driver is. Again, nice worn down green. The machine gun, which is this gunmetal, it has a gunmetal that's kind of worn through it. It's on black, and they did such a good job of making this stuff look worn. You wonder why you're going to spend 40 bucks on this. Remember, everything here is going to be hand painted. Here is your snorkel, so you can go underwater to a specific point without having to worry about completely destroying your engine. The air vent there, it's just not a regular snorkel. It's obviously there to protect against brush rocks, different things like that are being kicked up. And I have to say that the way everything is, with this all being worn, and obviously the Vamp is not, there is a nice mixture, and you start to make it feel like the Vamp is completely worn without ruining yours. Here's the piece that's going to go on the front. You have, it's a cover for you, so you can kind of throw the cover over, stay kind of camouflage when you're probably trying to take out some enemy fire. We've seen it if you watch, you know, different types of war movies. They cover tanks up like this, but again, another weathered part. So, and I'm assuming everything is going to be keyed, so you don't have to worry about having any issues where you can't just remove the stuff. Okay, so this is just kind of plug right in like this, and then we're going to be able to lift this up here and come back down. All right, but there's a piece missing, and I don't believe it's this, is it? He ordered a separate piece because this is something separate. We're missing the brush guard or the guard for the lights, because these are also going to hang upside down on this, but there's no grow guard for this. So he's going to have to contact them. Again, this is not my stuff. This is my buddy Greg's stuff. All right. Let's get to this. Let's get this on here and see how it looks. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this stuff off. All right. Now, if you remember, these just plug right in like that. They are notched in. It kind of is really loose. Kind of got to remember that. All right. And now we figure out how this goes on. Now, so far, everything has just plugged in perfectly fine. You can see that it is notched right here. It's going to go up underneath here. I'm assuming this is just going to plug directly straight into it. So what we are going to need to do is find something to push that through. So yeah, that's no problem. It goes through nice and easy. All right. Push that out of the way so the winch can still work. And again, I try and do this so you can see exactly how difficult it is the first time, since there are no directions. All right. So from what I can tell here, just quickly looking at it, there's some grooves. They're going to go underneath the actual grow guard there, and then it should just pop it into place. So there's no issues. But one thing I don't really care for is that, well, get to that I don't care for, that I don't like is that he's not giving any types of direction. You know, no simple directions there. You're just supposed to figure it out, which is perfectly fine and all, for the most part, except that this stuff is 3D printed, and you could make a mistake and break something. And then you'd have to contact him, and they should take care of it. As you can see here, I am struggling with this piece. All right. Wow, so one side went in. It doesn't matter which side I switch it to. It seems to go in fine, but getting both sides in, I had the same issue with the ramen racer. That was specifically for the ramen racer. So we're looking at putting these things in together. I do apologize for this. I don't like to make people sit here and struggle and watch all of this, but all right. So you just have to use some force and not worry about you may break it. All right. So up inside there is going to be the notches for this. So this can move up and down so you can still access your engine. Now, I feel like everything that they've done is done really nicely, so you don't have to worry about stuff like that, right? Does it go? Oh, My bad. This actually comes off. I thought this went on top. See? No instructions. This is what you get. Alright. So there you go with this. That pops on. Now you have a new hood. And you're seeing even more weathered spots. But here we go. Now you can still access the engine. You can still access the winch. I thought it actually connected into here. Wasn't paying attention all that well. Alright. So we're going to push that down. Here we have the machine gun that you're going to mount right there. This piece here, as you can see, it's only notched to go one way, and you pop that right on there. Then you can throw more stuff up there if you so choose so. Now we have these things. We're going to pop these on, and they're loose, so I don't really like that. You probably have to get some sticky tack if you worry about gluing it on, because you might want to remove them. And then here, unfortunately, there's no grill guard, or light guard. I guess it's not a grill guard. And they're going to hang upside down. And it is notched on this other side. So you can see where the notch is right there. This one here, we're going to throw right back up on there. Knock the other one off, of course. And so there you have everything so far. Oh, that's right. The snorkel. So the snorkel, I don't know why this is here. I know why it's over here, but there is a little notch there. And they made it so it's going to notch in perfectly fine. Now, this may sound ridiculous to you guys, but I have a new table sitting here. It's at a lower level than what I'm usually using, so I'm a little out of sorts. It's going to take me a little bit of time, so please just bear with me. So this here clips in around the roll cage here, underneath here. Now you have it. So now you have a snorkel. So technically he can go up in water this high. Eventually he's going to drown, but hey, that's not what we're doing here. We can still access the wheel for the winch, so we can pull this up. I personally still like it over here, connected on these hooks. Alright, so kind of get it set like that. You can connect it anywhere you want, and you can also set up this one if you so choose to. Alright, so now we have more parts that we've kind of gotten rid of. Alright, I don't like these. These are way too loose, and the fact that it's missing. I am looking over at it. It does look like it's supposed to come with a grill guard. And I'm going to double check before I finish up the video, or before I finish up this review. Alright, so there we go with this. So now let's remove the 50 cals, and we're going to put on this minigun. Alright, and as you can see, there's a port here to put the ammo belt. Now, I guess not. You really don't need to have both canisters. So what we do have here is a guard. Alright, so this is going to plug in there. But quickly we'll take a look at this. And once again, the minigun does spin. Kind of actuates back and forth. It looks as if you can pick it up to carry it. So if you want to take it off and you need to mount it somewhere else, you got your butterfly here. It's actually, if you can fit your little hands in there, you can try and spin it that way, but it's not going to be that easy. It is loose, so you're going to have somebody pretty much mounting it. That's what she said. And remember, with the Gridiron stuff, it goes up in the top port, not the back. The back port is smaller, specifically made for the GI Joe 50 cals. And then here is what you're going to use to protect him now. You can tell that hit a few times. Obviously, it has the rivets inside of it, so everything looks really nice. Again, Gridiron does a wonderful job, especially for the price. Well, I can't say especially for the price. For the price, you would expect them to do a wonderful job. So, the belt has a big end and a small end. When you're using the Joe 50 cal, you're going to use the big end to go into the 50 cals and these back ports here. So if you look there, you can see that there's two different ports. They're different sizes, right? That's what comes with the Gridiron. With this one here, what you're going to do is you're going to use the small port that's going to go up underneath here, and use the big port to go down here. So for me, oh, actually this is super loose, so you don't even have to fight with it. It just slides in nice and easy. I can't believe I said that, but I did. All right, pop that on, throw that right there. Right now, if you don't want to have this, well, kind of ridiculous if you don't, but we're going to throw this up here, and now you're all set. So I think maybe putting the chair on here now would kind of fit a little bit better. The legs are still going to be cramped up underneath here, something that I don't really like the way that is, but you can't really do too much. There's only so much space to go here. If we remove this completely, I think that may have been a better option for them. If they would have kind of made this like a kneeling platform, I think that probably would work better than just having a seat here. So, all right. No, here it is. I found the growth. I don't know how that fell underneath there, but it obviously bounced out. So, not bad on Gridiron, bad on Punk. All right, so this here, just like the ones up top, they just pop right on there. There you go. So all in all, everything looks good. We're gonna move these over there, and here it is, fully loaded. Now, I think that is too much. I'm not gonna lie. I think that is too much. I think picking one or two things, but hey, it's up to you. It is your toy. You do what you want with it. Tomorrow, I should have the piece coming in for the rifle case, so you can connect it on here. This piece does come off. So there are some things that I will say, in the end, need a little bit of modification. You're going to need some sticky tack, maybe some Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue is nice because it will hold on, and if you have to take it off, you can just kind of peel it off without a problem. So, I do wish this stayed on a little bit better. I feel like this could have been designed just a little better. But, all in all, here you go. You got a minigun here that no longer shoots off the lights. But, there you go. I think I got everything in. I think I might have to start moving this up and angling it down just a bit, because this is a little low for me. I can see stuff better. See this? I don't like this. This just pops off. This is disappointing. Okay? Everything else is good. Flip this up. Flip. I can't speak. Flip that up and access the engine. Flip it down. And this obviously is soft. We can remove it. But all in all, it doesn't look bad. I just think it's a little too much for my liking. But hey, you do you. And you have fun with your toys, because we're toys and we're adults. We can afford stuff like this. And it makes us happy. Let's wrap it up. Alright, so there you go. That is pretty much the end of the upgrades. Alright, like I said, I'm going to get in the rifle case that will connect onto the back over here. But I ordered it as the rifle case because I like the gun and everything that is in it. I'm actually going to be giving the piece that holds the rifle case to Greg because I don't have all of this stuff. He lets me review a lot of the stuff that you've seen, like the ramen eraser. But there you go. If you like it, go out, pick it up, have fun. Like I said, they're your toys. All right, we have the money to do stuff like this. this is what we choose to do. And if it makes you happy to put all this stuff on it, God bless you and enjoy. I do want to apologize because I feel way out of whack. If you create content, you start to realize that when you move one thing, you feel out of whack. Things don't seem right. I'm going to have to figure out a better way to angle things because the desk or the table is a little bit shorter. So I think I have to angle it up. And maybe it would be a better view for everything. But even how I'm looking at it, it's kind of weird. And this is off too. I don't know why I didn't fix it. You guys probably didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I need a break, all right? I need to go to bed. That's what I need to do. So anyway, before we do, social medias, Facebook group page, a Punk with Toys, because once you join, you're a Punk with Toys. 3 simple questions, answer them, and I will accept it. Instagram, a Punk with Toys. There's 2 of them. Subscribe to both. One, I like to put the photography that I've been trying to work with on, and then the other one, I put all the other stuff, but one is a backup just in case. But you've been here this long. You've watched all the Gridiron stuff. I know you have, because you're like, I love Gridiron. Awesome. You've been watching the videos, so take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a Gridiron video. And as you can see, I have some Gridiron stuff over here that I'm going to do. I got the rifle case that's going to come in, so there's always Gridiron stuff coming in if that is stuff that you like. And I like to show you how it goes on, how it looks. And I'm working on getting other smaller companies, especially the 3D printed. I want to get as many of different companies' weapons so you guys can tune in here, say, hey, you know what? I heard about Arsenal Pew Pews. How are their guns? They're really good. But other 3D printers also hit that little niche because there's so much stuff going on. I'm going to get out of here. Don't go anywhere. Up here, I'm going to leave another Gridiron Vamp thing because you might have just missed it. I don't know how you did. And down here will be the playlist of all the Gridiron stuff, which has been an awful lot. Take care and have a wonderful day.